Hello and welcome back to the Arena Cup here in Bochum. Next to me there's Tobias, and we're going to see an exciting match. The first round of top 8 of the Masters.
Well, hello. It should be an interesting match, as the matchup is Manuel R with his Seismithode Bats deck versus Ryan M with his Night March deck.
Yes, and Manuel is the leader at the moment of the top 8, and Ryan is on the 8th place, and the players are already setting up their decks, and let's have a look. So both players have set up one Pokemon. And here comes the handshake.
It seems like Manuel is starting. He opens with Seismithode and an Ultra Ball. Discards 2 supporter cards.
And we can see that Ryan has not a very good start because of the Shaman.
Yeah. Depends. He plays a switch. Also, he's playing Night March, so I don't think he won't attack on the first turn with everything.
Oh, and you are back again.
So Manuel has 2 more Zubat. Got 3 Zubats in the meantime. DC.
And he passes the turn. So Ryan is gonna play an Ultra Ball 2, I think.
Yeah, it looks like. Question is what he's getting. I think it's either a Mew or X or one of his Night March Pokemon. Probably Pumpkaboo or Mew X. Well, it could be a second Shaman too, but I don't think.
And we can see he's shuffling or looking through his deck to see what could be in the prize cards. So he takes his time.
You also saw a DC on on Ryan's hand, so there's a possibility that he's just he's going to Sky Return the Shaman, but for that, he picks another he picks a Girachi X,
and a computer search,
discarding his only switch card, so that could be interesting, and going right for the Battle Compressor.
And discarding Night March, the Empoleon.
2 Lampens and his Empoleon.
So the first Night March Pokemon are coming into his deck, and here's the Archie's Ace in the Hole.
That's a nice play. So he has his the DC in his hand.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, I think he's sorting his discard pile for the Night March Pokemon. Attached DC and Archie right for Empoleon. Nice.
On the first turn for him.
We see a town map from him.
So what's in his prize card?
That looks like 2 Night March Pokemon.
One Dimension Valley.
An Ultra Ball, Muscle Band, and the last card I can't make really out. Sorry.
I think it's a Battle Compressor, like the artwork.
Yeah, right. So he places Pumpkaboo. I hope I'm spelling that one right.
That's right.
And goes for Versus Seeker for Juniper. He does this so he has a supporter because he can't play the Versus Seeker when he's trainer locked with Seismithode, and that's most likely going to happen next turn. since Manuel has the DCE and the Toad. Also, the Zubat has free retreat. Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna see an item log. We already have seen a lot of item logs the last games with Seismitoad and Trevenant. And here is another Seismitoad.
So we just saw an end from Manuel.
A Golbat, 20 damage on the Mr. Mime.
Water. He attached the water energy to his Seismitoad. Well, if he has Muscle Band, we could see already the first knockout of the game. But
yeah, and here's the switch.
No Muscle Band, unfortunately.
But the Quaking Punch, and so Ryan is item locked. Dimension Valley.
Sycamore getting 2 more Night March Pokemon in the discard pile.
And with the Dimension Valley, the cost of the attack for the Night March Pokemon is only 1 DCE. Without it, it would be 1 energy more.
Only for Psychic Pokemon?
Yeah, only for Psychic Pokemon, yes.
Well, it looks like not having the Muscle Band actually paid off for Manuel, since Ryan discarded his Switch card the first turn and can't retreat the Mr. Mime, so he couldn't attack the turn without wasting an energy attachment. So Mr. Mime got knocked out by poison.
And here is the next Hypnotoxic Laser with the sleep because of the hats.
Chorus for H. Well, Manuel would need a Burbank City Gym. That would be better than Muscle Band, since he could knock the Dimension Valley. So he's blocking Ryan from attacking next turn, most likely.
And here's another Golbat, healing 20 damage.
And
no,
another 20.
40.
And the Burbank.
Yeah, the Burbank.
Another DC. Well, this already doesn't look so good for Ryan.
Even that he had an awesome turn in the beginning.
With the Archie, it was really good, but
he was very lucky with the Archie, but it looks not so good for him, I would expect.
I just saw that Ryan has another DC, so I haven't counted how many Night March Pokemon Ryan has in his discard pile, so this might or might not be a knockout.
He's counting it. Oh, it's about 5 or 6. It was a little bit too fast.
Polion's ability, so to 1 more. Well, even if Ryan gets a knockout, Manuel has already a second Seismitoad powered up.
Yes.
Also, the Zubat and 3 Golbats are most likely to evolve the next few turns, so that's another 30 or 20 damage, depending on Crobat or Golbat. Also, Ryan doesn't really want Jirachi in this matchup, since it's almost 2 free prizes with Lysander and bad drops.
Oh, and here comes the attack for 120. That means that there are at least 6 Night March. 6 Pokemon on his discard file.
Manuel goes for Level Ball, netting him a Golbat and knocking out active Pumpkaboo. So Ryan now has 7 Night March Pokemon in his discard pile.
The thing about Night March is that when you knock out a Night March Pokemon, the
Oh.
other will get stronger.
So Manuel just hit a heads with his Super Scoop up and returned his Seismitoad to his hand, practically healing it, and
Yeah, Ultra Ball for the Crobat.
so that's another prize card for Manuel, I assume, since he's probably going to knock out the Joltik with the ability. Another Super Scoop up. Tails.
And
Oh, it was heads.
heads,
Sorry.
yes.
So picking up a complete Crobat line there.
And Shirachi. So this could be a pretty fast matchup.
So Ryan's Empoleon got put to sleep by Hypnotoxic Laser, and he's drawing. Well, it doesn't really look good for Ryan since he didn't even wake up with his Empoleon. Ryan is going for a Shaman and gets Mew, so most likely he flips tails again for sleep.
So we can't wake up this turn.
He's going for the Mew, most likely copying the Seismitoad's Cracking Punch,
Yes.
since he doesn't have a Night March Pokemon on his bench, which would be really dangerous, since it's another free prize almost for a Bats player, and a Xerosic gets rid of the DC.
So there's only one prize card left on Manuel's side. Oh, and the Shirachi is coming to the front.
Well, since Manuel only leads one more prize card, he could attack with a Crobat, since Dimension Rally is active for both players. So he could retreat the Jirachi with an energy and puts the Crobat active, start doing damage. Well, he should attach the Muscle Band to the Crobat, so he could do the 100 damage to the Mew X due to weakness and knock it out for 2 more prizes.
But he's probably gonna to retreat the Shirachi, I think. Hypnotoxic Laser first, and yep.
Ryan scoops the game.
So I think it was a pretty fast game.
It was.
Even if the Archie's Ace in the Hole came up so fast.
Start was really good. Also putting out the Empoleon was really good in this matchup since he had a constant draw supporter.
Yeah. And
but the extra damage provided by the bats is just too much for Night March with its low HP attackers, in my opinion.
So you think that there is at least no chance for Ryan, or No, for Manuel, sorry, to win this game.
Manuel is probably going to win this game. Ryan has to hope.
Sorry. I was right the first time, Ryan.
Ryan has to hope that for a good start, maybe Manuel getting a bad start, not getting a DCE right at the start of the turn or his turn, so he has 1 or 2 more turns of not getting trainer locked, so he could get his deck going. Ryan or what he should hope for is first turn, maybe 2 battle compressors and getting rid of the Night March Pokemon so they are not a dead draw. Also, maybe getting another first turn Archie's Ace in a hole would be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. The only chance maybe Manuel has is to lock Ryan as fast as he can with the item lock, so he can't play a battle compressor.
And can't get his Night March Pokemon fast enough. But this already doesn't look so good for Ryan as he starts with a Gyrachi.
And a town map.
We see a town map for a DCE is important, the Archie, and 2 battle compressors, as well as 1 Pumpkaboo or Lumpend. Well, that's unfortunate. Trainer's Mail for most likely the Ultra Ball.
Yes, the Ultra Ball.
Well.
And nice. Actually, I mentioned that Manuel has a Pikachu tattoo on his right arm.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
really?
Now it's in the logo, but you can see a Pikachu.
Nice. So Ryan uses the Ultra Ball, discards a Tool Scrapper and a Sycamore. Now you can see the tattoo.
Yeah.
Of Manuel.
Thank you.
So Ryan is going to play another Trainer's Mail. This time for the battle compressor, obviously. And he plays it, getting rid of his Lampens as they are the least useful Pokemon for him to have. Well, it's really unfortunate for Ryan to have 2 battle compressors price.
Yeah.
So he goes for the Shaman. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Got 2 DCEs. I don't think he wants to waste, in a way, a DCE to retreat Gyrachi. So it's gonna take a beating here. Next turn, probably. Also
was there a computer search?
He's apparently
I'm not
he's thinking about it. It seems like he has one in his hand. Yeah, he also drew a...
yes, he plays the Ultra Ball for Empoleon. And, a DCE.
What is he getting? Most likely a Mew X or a Pumpkaboo.
You have to say that he only has 4 DCE on his deck, as usual, and 3 water energies.
As well as, like I mentioned before, the 1 switch card, so getting rid of the Gyrachi from the active slot isn't really that... well, it's actually not hard, just attaching an energy, but it's energy for the turn, which Ryan would need way more for attacking, as he got a second Shaman and is using his computer search.
Yeah, discarding the Jolteon and the Trainer's Mail.
And now is getting his Mew X. Well, he just now got rid of a lot of trainer cards, so chances he's going to draw them later when he's trainer locked are obviously lower.
Ah, the switch.
Oh, he actually got a switch card.
And
the
a sycamore. Nice. A long turn on Ryan's side here.
But a really good one, considering...
Yeah, that's right. A really good one.
Although I'm not sure he really wants to have the Mew X in the active spot, as it only has 120 HP. So Laser and Seismitoad are gonna damage it next turn probably for an easy knockout the following turn with his bats. So Ryan finally ended his turn. And Manuel, right off the bat, plays Ultra Ball. Discarding
An Ultra Ball and
probably one of his bats, the Crowbot most likely. Or what does he play? Yeah, most likely Crowbot. It could be a Golbat though.
Hypnotoxic Laser. And the heads. Nice. Muse is asleep now. And the Super Scoop Up.
So he's trying to net DCE, I think.
Mm.
As not having a DCE here would be really, I wouldn't say bad, but not really that good for him. Giving Ryan another turn of trainers and another Shaman.
A Muscle Band.
And that looks like a Sycamore.
Oh,
And
here's the DCE.
He got a DCE. And a Burbank. Oh. No. Ryan has to have at least hope to wake up here.
No, I think...
It
oh.
has. That's
Oh,
nice,
it
that's
has.
nice. So now, also he kicks the Burbank City Gym of Manuel. He could trainer lock back, but yeah, I don't think he really wants to do it. I don't know how many Night March Pokemon he has in his discard pile. Playing the Joltik with his 30 HP. Another almost easy prize for Bats players. What Ryan could do is Sky Return to save the Mew X. That would actually be not that bad of a move, since he only has 2 Mew X and really needs them.
That's right. Ah, yeah. I didn't mention this option,
He could
but actually,
he could promote his Joltik, getting the Joltik getting knocked out. He has then he has another Night March Pokemon in his discard pile. He just can't promote he has to promote another Pokemon from his bench.
yeah.
He could cycle through his Shamans with the DCE he has now. I don't think that's the best play though.
The Shaman.
Problem really is the energy attachments and all of them having retreat costs, so he's most likely going to lose a prize before he even draws one.
And Manuel is pretty lucky. He flips heads
Again.
all the time.
Well, Ryan woke up. Also, he used Sky Return. So, Manuel plays N. Man, the Stem Toad. Everywhere and always in a different variation. It's unbelievable.
And here comes a Quaking Punch. And
Ryan
yes.
wakes up again.
So we probably see a Sky Return here, maybe.
Yeah, Ryan could. That's actually a really good strategy against Toad. Ryan could just Sky Return the whole time, Now with trump card gone, Manuel just has 4 hypnotoxic laser and 4 super scoop ups, so he's most likely going to run out of them, and Ryan just heals all the damage from his Pokemon by returning them to his hand. Also, he's not losing the DCE, obviously,
Yes.
with possible crushing hammers or Team Flare Grunt, I think it is.
The hypnotoxic laser?
No, the one supporter that discards the card from the opponent's active Pokemon, energy card.
It could be a Team Flare Ground. Let's see. Is it the tools?
No.
No.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
So now Ryan promotes the Jirachi, attaching an energy and retreating the Jirachi. So he's just gonna prevent Manuel from drawing any prizes.
And it's a pretty good strategy. Getting the damage on the shaman, just sky return, no damage,
Yeah, well, he
no
has,
prizes.
but
Oh,
he just doesn't get anything out of it, as
Yes.
he can't, draw prizes himself, and Manuel's on the offensive with Crobats. He just can't draw prizes by sniping the Pokemon that can't sky return. So Manuel is going for an N, it seems. Getting rid of Ryan's DCE and Shamans. But Ryan gets another DCE and a Mew X. It's unfortunate that we can't see Manuel's hand as good as Ryan's, though.
there's a super scoop up in his hand.
Right, yeah.
Maybe a Seismitoad.
And Ryan going for another Sky Return. He has to put down a Mew X now and most likely promote one of his Night March Pokemon to get knocked out the next turn so he can attack with Mew. And yeah. So Manuel has... now I can see his hand. Super Scoop up first, getting rid of the damage from Seismitoad.
And here comes the Seismitoad again with the double colors, the muscle band.
Man, those things are worse than Zubat's in-game caves. It's unbelievable.
And the computer search or the Juniper?
No, the
Computer search, yeah.
Discarding
He's
the
looking through his
Juniper
deck.
and the Seismitoad. So what he's gonna pick, that's the question. He could
A level ball,
for Golbat, not a Zubat.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the Golbat.
So he's most likely going to try to knock out the Joltik with abilities.
Yeah, then get another card into the front
And damaging that one.
with the
Oh, no.
size. No, not at all.
He is most likely going to doing work on the Jirachi for 2 more prize cards he could take with his Crobats most likely. As Crobat is able to attack with no energy in this game when in case Ryan has the Dimension Rally at that time. So he doesn't play his DCE. So
No, because of the Dimension Valley.
he doesn't need to.
Mew is a psychic Pokemon, and so it only costs him 1 energy.
So he most likely is going to Trainer Lock Manuel right back here. Or using another Sky Return, but I don't think that makes any sense. Well, it's an option here.
It's an option, that's right.
So, but it seems he's going for the Cracking Punch. Manuel puts down another Seismitoad with a DCE. And plays a Juniper. Discarding what looks like a Shadow Triad and a Hypnotoxic Laser. So the Shadow Triad in Manuel's deck is pretty interesting as it allows him to play more Hypnotoxic Lasers due to the loss of trump card, yeah, you can shuffle them back, and Hypnotoxic Laser is a really strong card. So here Manuel used another Golbat, it seems, to knock out the Jirachi of Ryan. I didn't catch that one, sorry. And getting 2 extra prize cards. Drawing.
DCE.
So now Ryan needs the 3 energies as the Dimension Rally got kicked by Manuel with the Wellbank City. And Pumpkaboo needs needs 3 energy to use its Night March attack.
So it's again a stadium war here with the Wellbank and the Dimension Valley.
Interesting to note, both players are playing 3 stadium cards. So whoever plays the first one is most likely going to lose that stadium war. But, well, they might be priced on Manuel's side, as we can see Ryan's prices. So now the question is, what is Ryan going to do? Is he going to Sky Return again to prevent prices?
He was thinking about it, I guess.
Yeah, it looked like it. Also, he only has 5 Night March Pokemon, as it seems.
Yes, and the Sky Return. So maybe he could actually build a Shaman deck on his strategy.
Yeah, but the problem with Shaman decks is it loses to Night March Joltix, as it hits for weakness.
And the Golbat and the N.
So now Ryan has to hope to get another DCE so he can continue his strategy. But the advantage is, with this strategy, Ryan still has 6 prize cards, so he is able to draw 6 cards. And he draws 3 Night March Pokemon. That's not really what he wants to see, I guess. If not being allowed to play trainers, to get rid of them. Also, no energy for him.
And the Pumpkaboos are on the field. Shaman.
For a DC.
And DCE. Nice. So here's another Sky Return. What's going on in this match?
Well, Ryan might be hoping for Manuel to deck out.
It could be possible. It could be possible. Lysander. And then not.
No knockout.
How much could Pumpkaboo 60?
Pumpkaboo has 60 HP.
Yeah, okay. So only 10 HP left.
And 2 retreat costs, I think. So yeah, getting that out of the active spot is gonna be a real problem again. But I don't think Ryan is going to try it.
Yeah, and he discarded the switch a while ago, so
now Ryan discards Manuel's Wellbank City Gym. He could try, he has the DCE from the Sky Return. He could now Night March. I can't make out how many damage counters are on that Seismitoad.
I guess 90.
90, so with his 5 or 6 Night March Pokemon in discard pile, it could actually be a knockout.
So he's counting, let's see. 3,
5.
5.
So that's a knockout. 2 prizes, another DC, and
what he's looking for? Battle Compressor.
yes, there aren't that many useful cards in his prizes except the DCE now that he's constantly trainer locked. Well, now Ryan has 6 Night March Pokemon in his discard pile. If he's going to he can continue Sky Returning until he has 3 more Night March Pokemon in his discard pile. And
Oh, there are two going
Two.
into the discard pile, actually.
So one more and he can start one-shotting those Seismitoad. Most likely going to Sky Return and promote a Pumpkaboo in hoping for Manuel to knock it out. But that's actually a nice thing. Manuel can knock it out and give Ryan his last Night March Pokemon he needs. Or he doesn't knock it out and Pumpkaboo could, with a DCE, just knock out a Seismitoad or damage it heavily.
And there was a Sky Return. So Lysander for the Shaman.
And that seems like the game. Well,
Oh, it seems like Manuel won and Ryan scooped.
yeah. Well, that was unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't expect that either. But okay.
Well,
It seems like Ryan saw no...
way
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Well, I in Ryan's place would have played out a game hoping maybe for sudden death. So in sudden death, I think he has a little advantage going second with using more, hoping for a lot of battle compressors and a Night March Pokemon to just really Night March one hit KOing a Seismitoad or whatever Manuel might have had.
So Manuel is actually going to be in the top 4.
Yeah.
And this means we will see him
Most likely later today.
yeah, later today. And I hope, or we hope, you enjoyed this match. And we will see you later.